Hi everyone, we want to solve this equation. If you like to solve the problem yourself, please pause the video. So at first glance, this equation looks like a fourth order equation and very complicated to solve. But since it has all the powers of x from 0 up to 4, we can see that if we divide both sides by x squared, then we may be able to convert this into a quadratic equation and solve that equation. So first of all, x cannot be 0 because x equal to 0 is not a root. So if I divide both sides by x squared, we will get 3x cubed, x cubed minus 5x minus 14 plus 5 divided by x plus 3 over x squared is 0. And now if I group these, and by the way, I should have said that the coefficients of the equation are almost symmetric, and that's why we can convert this to a quadratic equation. So if we factor 3, we will have x squared plus 1 over x squared. And if we factor 5 from these two terms, we will get, or minus 5, so minus 5, x minus 1 over x minus 14 will be 0. So if I say this term is a, then a will be x minus 1 over x, and therefore if I squared a squared will be x squared plus 1 over x squared minus 2, and therefore x squared plus 1 over x squared will be a squared plus 2. So replacing x squared plus 1 over x squared into this term, we will get 3 times a squared plus 2 minus 5a minus 14 is 0, and therefore 3a squared minus 5a minus 8 will be 0. And now in this equation, sum of this coefficient and this coefficient is equal to this coefficient. So a will be either minus 1 or minus 8 over 3, which is 8 over 3. And now if a is minus 1, then we will have, so this is case 1 and this is case 2. So a equal to minus 1 will give us x minus 1 over x equals to minus 1, which in turn will give us x squared plus x minus 1 is 0, and therefore x will be minus 1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 1 over 2, which will be minus 1 plus or minus root 5 over 2. So these are two sets of roots, and this was from 1, and from 2 we will have x minus 1 over x will be 8 over 3. Therefore, if we multiply both sides by 3x, we will get 3x squared minus 3 will be 8x, which is 3x squared minus 8x minus 3 is 0, and therefore x will be plus 8 plus or minus 64 minus 4 times 3 times minus 3 divided by 6, and that is 8 plus or minus 64 plus 36 divided by 6, which will give us, this is 100, so square root of 100 is 10. 8 plus or minus 10 over 6 will give us 8 plus 10, which is 18 divided by 6, 3, or 8 minus 10, which is minus 2 divided by 6 minus 1 over 3.